Have you ever heard of a movie called Valiant? It's a movie where a young woodland pigeon, Valiant, has to survive in a battle of World War II. Yeah, the movie. Well, what if John H. Williams, the producer of the movie, told you that he found an unreleased, dark ending? Well, it happened to him a few days before writing this. It's a bit of a long story. He was on the movie's website looking for something to click on, until the DVD promos popped up, came up for a new Valiant DVD. It said got the Valiant on DVD from eBay now. He don't know how eBay recovered these copies of the movie, but it had almost everything that it could get its hands on. However, he stayed silent about that. He didn't work on the website anyway. However, as he was searching down for a new copy of Valiant, I found something that caught his eye. Valiant included a never-before-seen original ending. It was rather interesting. It had a word that reminded him of the first Vanguard animation movie that Disney had produced in the US. He bought it, and then a week later he opened the package that has the DVD in it. The cover was normal, but when he opened the case, the DVD is very different. It was written crudely with black marker saying Valiant original ending. He wondered what the original ending would be like, so he put it in the DVD player and began watching. The Walt Disney Home Video logo wasn't there, however, just a few previews from movies that went by rather normally. Then it cut to the DVD menu, but everything was different. The sky was red and pigeons were laying all over the floor. The billboard was smothered in some kind of liquid that features Valiant with black shot eyes staring at the viewer. The buildings that featured on the menu were abandoned and no music played in the menu, just wind blowing and a door cracking. He clicked play. Then the DVD logo skipped and the movie opens with the Walt Disney and Vanguard animation logos like normal, but without the normal war music played within them. Then the screen goes black, until it starts with a normal scene where Tailfeather and Tubwood were arguing about their idea while Lofty and Valiant tells them to shut up until Gutsy returned. But he said gentlemen, I'm afraid it's hopeless. Valiant is seen with black angry eyes with red pupils, saying if you don't for you to die. What was shocking was that Valiant was talking in such a dark way. Then he did the explainable. He killed Gutsy by stabbing him in the stomach with an axe and ripping open his stomach and pulling out his intestines. Then he choked Tubwood with Gutsy's intestines until his head was pulled off. Then he killed Tailfeather by stabbing him in the head multiple times with Tubwood's head and opening his stomach to eat his organs. Then he breaks Lofty's eyeglass with his foot, stapling him in the left eye with the glass and cutting him in half with a chainsaw that he found lying across the ground. And then cut to Valiant returning to the Royal Home in Pigeon Severe, where he didn't give the message to St. Monty. Instead, the tone turned dark as Valiant pulls St. Monty closer with his golden stick. He then stabs the RHPS messenger in the leg and was about to kiss Victoria, the nursing dove, when he returned, but the scene was alternate. Valiant lifts Victoria seeing her breast and stabs her in the heart with the knife and she dies slowly of blood loss. I was shocked that Victoria's brushed Felix's head off with a pencil stabbed right in his lung and violently removes his mom's legs and wings. Then it went black afterwards. It cut to the scene where it showed Valiant staring at the bodies of the other dead pigeons. Then he said my friends are dead now. Then the video ends with no credits. The next day, Saturday, I think I woke up at around 11:56 a.m. I turned on my computer and went to Google to look up information about the original ending. However, I couldn't find very much of anything. I went to his Yahoo Mail and contacted Gray Chapman, the director of Valiant, about this. However, I got no response back. Not really much of a surprise. I mean, these kind of things don't really exist, do they?